Papadon. And we're actually supposed to have him on, actually, right?
We have to call him.
Oh, we have to call him?
Yeah, the rule is with Papadon is when you're that great, you must get the phone call.
You have to get the call. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to make that call now.
Oh, you're going to do that? Okay, sweet.
And see if we can get him on. Let's see.
I'm telling you, don't talk over him because it will...
Yeah, he did kind of humble me.
Really?
Oh, look. It's your show. Listen to it.
Yeah, god darn it.
So,
here we go. All right, let's listen to some filler time.
Well, let's see if I can even get this. Okay, there we go.
Does Jesus still know me?
Hold on. Wait.
All right, let's do it.
I'll do it.
Here we go. Just let him know he's live with the Tony Layne Show.
I'm so scared.
Okay, let's tap it on now.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got
Super.
Hello?
Excited.
Well, Papadon, this is Tony Layne and the Tony Layne Show. You are live on the air with us.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man? Congratulations on your win of the Super 8.
Thank you very much. But when I tell you I told you so, I told you so.
I would not have doubted you. Even if you didn't tell me, I would have not have doubted you.
The prophecies rang true. What was that moment like last night? I know you said a little bit to the fans at the arena, but just fill us in.
Well, the moment, like I said, it was surreal, only because I wanted that moment for many, many years. And to accomplish it, it was definitely worth the wait, and it was a dream come true. And, it was a great night of professional wrestling. I think the fans got their money's worth and then some. And, all 8 competitors in the tournament were amazing, talented wrestlers. I don't think there was one weak link at all. And anyone could have won the tournament if you really look at it. It just happened to be that certain people were better than other people just by 1 second. First round, I was better than Tony Nese by 1 second. Second round, I was better than Bobby Fish by 1 second. And in the finals, I was better than Bandito Jr. by 1 second. So I guess, if you add those seconds up, they matter, obviously. But, it's not a big difference, 3 seconds. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask, Bandito Jr. was injured. How is he doing? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, I heard he's feeling better. Unfortunately, situations occurred during the match. This isn't ballet, as the cliche line goes, but when he delivered that amazing high missile dropkick off the top rope, he ended up hurting his ribs. So, me being the philanthropist and humanitarian that I am, took advantage of the situation, gave him a couple pile drivers, and then, brought the trophy home.
So now, you are the reigning ECWA champion. What's next for you? I hear you got a big title match with Kekoa at the next show.
Kekoa.
Oh, yeah. I just found out tonight. It's me versus Kekoa. Kekoa over the Dirty Mexican versus I. And, he's fighting me for my title. I don't think it's title for title, but I could be mistaken. All I know is I saw the match being posted, and I was told that we were going to wrestle. And from what I understand, I could be 100% wrong here. I'm not exactly certain if it's title versus title, or he's getting a crack on my title, which is the oldest and most prestigious title in professional, independent professional wrestling today, the ECWA Heavyweight Championship, a.k.a. Big Red, like I like to call my belt. But aside from that fact, the kid has an opportunity for 2 things. One, he has an opportunity to win the title, which is, in itself is an honor, because many great wrestlers have held that title, and the greatest of all time is holding it now. And 2, he has a chance of stepping in the ring with greatness, which is me, the Greek god of Papadon. And one day, when he's sitting in front of his, grandchildren or 37 kids, you know how those Mexicans like to have kids, and they're all sitting up and they're telling you, and they're listening to Grandpa telling stories, or his, whatever. If it's regular kids, his dad telling stories, they're gonna say, "Papi, tell us what happened, man." And then he'll be like, I was in the ring, May 5th, 2012, with the greatest wrestler of all time, the Greek god Papadon, and I wasn't good enough. For as good as I was, he was that much better. So.
Wow.
I certainly am looking forward to May 5th at this point.
You're right over there, guys.
On that.
Now, Papadon, you are certainly not lacking there on confidence.
God. No, not at all.
Listen, let me tell you guys something. And then there's a fine line when you're great about being confident and being conceited. I'm not conceited in one bit. Reason being is I've been on the independents for 12 years. I started in July of 99. And in 12 years, I've had a ton of matches. I should have kept count, but,
right.
Just fact of the matter is I've had hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of matches. I've wrestled, all over the U.S. I've wrestled in the U.K. So, my experience itself through my ups and downs in this business and my wins and losses and my travels obviously have led me to be very confident in my abilities because I strive to be the best. I'm not sitting here, on my couch talking to you guys on the show today because I look good in spandex. I mean, bottom line is I'm in that ring to prove a point. Pay tribute to my ancestors, the Greeks, the forefathers of professional wrestling. We invented wrestling. We invented theater. I mean, if it wasn't for the Greeks, you Americans would still be rubbing sticks together trying to make fire, But the bottom line is, I want to be the best. In order to be the best, I must continue to grow as a competitor, grow as an entertainer, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So that's what's next on the horizon for Papadon. Whether it's continue defending my ECWA title, whether it's winning other titles, whether, it's on a national level. Maybe somebody in Connecticut finally wakes up and gives me a shot and doesn't, base me on my height. I mean, the WWE is the land of the giants, like they like to be called. But, fact of the matter is, at 6 foot tall, I'm not a midget. But at the same time, I don't need to grab rebounds. All I have to do is entertain. I think I do that pretty well. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree. Being there last night, witnessing the greatness firsthand, it was an honor. It was also an honor meeting you before the show. Great things are coming your way in 2012 as the year of the God continues, is what I'd like to say.
That's it.
You said it well.
Congratulations
Smart guy.
once again on winning the Super 8 tournament this past weekend, and the best of luck at defending the championship against Kekoa, the Flyin Hawaiian. ECWA
Listen, hold on.
Papadon.
Hold on,
buddy. Hold on. Oh, stop the presses. Listen,
Go for it, champ.
You just shot yourself in the foot with that statement, my friend. Reason being is this. One, I don't need luck. I have skill. I have talent. Luck is for losers. Luck are for the people who go and put all their hope and faith in a small probable chance of something coming their way. I dictate my destiny through my own abilities. That's why I'm the greatest to ever step in the ECWA ring. All right? Now, a second thing that you made a mistake with, Kekoa is not Hawaiian. He is just a dirty, dishwashing Mexican. He has all the fans fooled. He's coming out with his little flower patterns on his tights and his little orange and black T-shirts, and he's claiming he's Hawaiian. Well, if he really is Hawaiian and he's a citizen of this fine country, I want to see a birth certificate, and I want him to present his birth certificate on May 5th. Is
this Fox News?
You know what? Even if it was Fox News or it was even a better venue of news like the Tony Layne Show, the bottom line is this. You want to step in the ring for my title, and you want to say that you had an ounce of probability becoming the champ. well, then you got to play by my rules, because he who has the gold makes the rules, and that's the bottom line. I have the gold. I have the Super 8 trophy. I have it all. I have the looks. I have the charisma. I have the persona. I have the talent. What the hell does Kekoa have? He has the Mid-Atlantic title, which means he's a champion in the ECWA. I am the champion of the ECWA. There is a big difference. Okay? That's the first thing. Another thing Kekoa has, he wears flowers around his neck. He wears a lead. That's the only way he could get laid. All right? That's the bottom line. And the third thing he has, he has, long hair and orange boots, and he wears a Kekoa T-shirt to the ring. Good for him, but at the end of the day, him and his 37 cousins are working in my uncle's diner, washing dishes and bucking tables. So I want all the people to go to www.ecwaprowrestling.com, and I want all these people who were chanting my name at the end of the night last night at the Super 8 to come May 5th and watch me destroy the Mid-Atlantic champion like I did last year with Chris Wilde when he was Mid-Atlantic champion and decided to contest me for my title. It'll be a case of deja vu all over again. So that's what I have to say about that. Okay? And once again, my statement holds truth. April 7th, 2012, I won the Super 8 tournament. But more importantly, the ECWA made whoever came into that building that night as a spectator a fan of professional wrestling all over again. And that's exactly what's going to happen on May 5th. So buy your tickets, go online, support indie wrestling, because I'll say it again, without the support of the fans for independent companies like the ECWA or NYWC in New York, the bottom line is there'll be no future stars. And without any future stars, there's no business. So come out, support, have a great time, and let the ECWA make you guys fans all over again.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Very well said.
WA champion, Greek God, Papadon.
Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. Current Super 8 champion, ECWA champion, Papadon. And, of course, as he said, log on to ecwaprowrestling.com for ticket information for the event on May 5th. Thanks for hanging out with us, Papadon.
Thank you, guys. The pleasure is all yours.
It is.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, sir.
All right, the ECWA heavyweight champion, Papadon, and
it doesn't get intense in that, man.
My God, I was going to go over like the Super 8, but a recap is not necessary.
He did it for us.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I love him coming onto the show. I'm just going to say that. I don't care. I love him coming.
Kekoa needs to answer the gun there. I threw the invite out there, Kekoa. We're waiting for you to come back. Holy shit.
Well, I talked to him yesterday. He wants to come back on the show. He has a stand-up tour coming very soon, so he will be back. I'm not sure if he's available tonight.